something I'm lucky. I don't need nothing. You are my everything.
Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel, Miss B on the Move. This is part 2 of my Lamu trip vlog. And if you're new here, my name is Brenda. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being new. And that is Brenda on the screen. So I had traveled to Lamu a while back, like a month, 2 months back, and yeah, I did vlog the whole trip. So this is at the Mokowe jetty, which is the end of the road into Lamu, and then from here you have to board a boat which will help you cross over into the Lamu island. And this was what we were doing exactly. So this is the boat that we used. Given that we were like very new to the place, I went with a couple of other guys. Given that we were like very new to the place, we did not know where to do what, so we were just going as guided. The first guy that got to us was like, come guys, get in this boat, etc, etc. And that's exactly what we did, because otherwise, what would we have done? Also, there was a guy that had been assigned to meet us at the Mokowe jetty, so he's basically the guy that got us in this boat, and then he took us across. I'm saying this because later someone mentioned that there are actually speed boats that you can use for this instead of this one. Like, this is a bit slower than the speed boats, and then as you can see, this one was also being used to carry luggage. So I guess there's always a first time for everything. And then eventually we got to the other side, which is Lamu, the Lamu island. So where the boat's dock is called the jetty. So it took us to the Lamu jetty, and from there again we were received by a guide who received us and was supposed to show us to our accommodation. So this is us at the Lamu jetty. Immediately we arrived at the Lamu jetty, we called the number we had been given, that is Mohammed, and he was at the jetty waiting for us. He was supposed to show us to our accommodation, which are houses that he actually owns, and he was very nice. He helped me with carrying the bag, he was a warm dude. And off we went to be shown to our accommodation. So I'm currently in Lamu. Yes, I am in Lamu for the weekend. I am gonna be in Lamu, and it was a very, very long, exhausting trip to get here. I think we were on the road for 13 hours or 14 hours, because we started at 8:30 and we got here at around 10. So how many hours are those? 13.5. Anyway, so at some point my bum was so painful and tired from sitting, because we only had one stop for that whole trip. We had only one stop from Nairobi to Mtito. That's why we made our first stop, and then from Mtito all the way to Lamu or Mokowe. There was no stop. Anyway, that aside, so we get to Mokowe, and then we have to use boats to get across the waters to come to the island Lamu. Lamu is an island. I learn every day. So we get to the island and we are received by someone who is supposed to show us to our rooms for the weekend. And I'm in one of the rooms, which is gonna be the room I stay in. I'm gonna be here by myself at least. Yeah, and I wanna just show the room. So right off the bat, this is where you walk in from. That's the door. I think I made sure the outside a bit later. The door is a bit hard to open. So when you walk in, this is the first thing you see. There's this sisal rag. That's my bag over there. There's a mirror. There's what is this called? It has the hooks for hanging like clothes. There are my shoes. There's another sisal rag down there. That is the bed. You can see the net. And then there's a fan for when it gets so hot. That's supposed to be a side cabinet, I bet. But it's... Anyway. And then these are the windows, this one and that one. And I just want to show the aesthetic, you know? And they are fitted with this wire mesh. I think because of mosquitoes, they're fitted with that mesh. And then the bathroom, that's the toilet, and there's the shower space over there, and that's the shower head. And that's the room tour. So that's how the roof or ceiling looks. Yes, so we have, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Yes, so we have 2 nighs in Lamu. It's gonna be sort of like 2 nights, 3 days. At this point, we had crossed over into Shella. So initially we stopped at the Mokoi jetty, right? Then we took a boat to take us to Lamu Island, where we were shown to the accommodation. Then from Lamu Island we went to Shella, which is like a sort of like a town within that island. But then it's one of the areas where most tourists go to because it's generally safer, it's cleaner, it's bordering the ocean. That's where the nicer beach is. I didn't see a beach in Lamu County, but we didn't stay there like too long. So at this point we had gone to Shella since the business of the trip was supposed to happen at Shella, and the business of the trip was a coffee festival, a coffee festival stroke a latte art competition. And the guys that I traveled with that you've been seeing in the video were some of the people competing that are gonna compete in that latte art competition. I had gone as a volunteer though, and this was in the evening. There wasn't much to do on this day, so we grabbed lunch when we got to Shella. Then we were taken to the beach just for a quick stroll and a swim actually. Luckily I had carried my swimming clothes, like I walk ready. If there's one thing I had decided I'd do in Lamu, it was swim. For as you know, whatever opportunity I got, I was gonna go in the water. But yeah, I did swim. This was after the swim. We were just strolling, enjoying the sun, the warm sun. We had Isa, we had Isa with us who lives in Lamu, and he works at the cafe that was hosting the competition, which is Bahari Cafe in Lamu County. So he works there, and he was the one giving us this whole tour of, the area, and telling us about Lamu and how beautiful the place is. Like, he didn't even have to say how beautiful the place is. You could just see how gorgeous the place is. And the one thing I really, really loved is how warm the water was, like, throughout. It was so warm. This makes me so happy because I'm comparing it to when I was in Cape Town. The Atlantic was always super cold. Like, you had to convince yourself to get in the water. But at least with the Indian Ocean, it's super warm, and it was during the warm weather season. And yeah, we really enjoyed this evening sunset walk.
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. Mira.
So once we were done with the stroll at the beach, Isa took us to a local spot that he knows to get dinner. We had fries and chicken. I did not record that. I totally did not even think about it. And then afterwards, the guys that I had gone with, they wanted like a taste of the nightlife in Lamu. And Lamu is a pretty remote area. So there was, back in the video, there was a short video of a projection on a screen. So that was like a local joint, and people were taking coconut, I don't know how to call it. It's coconut water. It's from coconut, and then I think they ferment it in some way to make alcohol out of it. It tasted really badly, to be honest, and smelled really badly. All the guys, actually, I think just 2 guys were able to like consume it. Everyone else was like, nah, we don't want it anymore. So this is me back in the room that I was actually supposed to stay at. So there was a bit of a mix-up, or rather there wasn't proper communication earlier, and the room that I had showed earlier wasn't supposed to be my room, but that's where the guys were gonna stay, and I was staying in this room, which is in Shella. It's just walking distance to the beach, and this was me trying to pack and settle in for bed. So this was after the activities of the day. We had literally been walking almost the whole time after we got here. This was around 11 a.m. I was so tired. I had just showered and I was trying to pack for the next day before I could sleep. Yeah, and then I did a room tour. That's for the next day. So this is going to be in my part 3. So please look out for part 3. Yeah, and see you in the next video. Bye.